I am Emma.
And I'm Esme.
And we are two friends who have been writing together for decades. In this podcast, we go back and read some of our terrible teen writing in all of its angsty and melodramatic glory.
And something is finally
happened!
Oh my god! It's about time.
The friggin' relief when those cannons went off.
Yes. Yeah, I know. We were nearly as ecstatic about it as Barry and Corey were.
Yep. I don't hold out much hope that the plot will continue.
No.
But at least we had a brief moment where there was some action.
I don't know, maybe now that we've kicked off, maybe we just... I think we were trying to like be really subtle and like seed it through and make it really like slow and subtle, and it just didn't...
It didn't work.
No,
like I said last episode, I think it just feels like the story started too early.
Yeah.
Like, how are we 100 pages in, 120 pages in, and like the plot is just starting.
Yeah.
Like, that is a poor writing.
Yeah.
You need to get cracking with shit.
Yes.
You know, like.
Otherwise people get bored.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like, I know we were trying to like establish relationships and all of that kind of
we
stuff.
didn't even really do any of that.
No, and you've got to do that while stuff is happening.
Yeah.
You can't just spend the first half of your book just being like, so this is when we meet, and then like we talk a bit, and then like we're friends now, and then like, no, stuff has to be happening.
Yeah.
Get cracking.
Yeah, do something.
Do something.
Anything.
Anyway, I suppose we should find out what the fallout of this nebulous attack upon the Citadel.
Yes, the Citadel's been attacked. We don't really know by who or why.
No idea. No idea who. No idea why. No idea what they were trying to achieve by bringing 3 ships to attack a fortified citadel.
Maybe they're just testing the boundaries, although they did pretty well. They put like a hole in the wall.
They put a hole in the wall. They set the docks on fire.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seems like
we don't know
how
or understand how war and politics works. So that is exactly what it seemed like.
Yeah. Well, yeah, all right. I guess let's just get going.
Yeah. Rip it off like Randy.
Exactly. DVD.
Musical interlude.
Chapter 14. Corey.
Mm-hmm.
I narrowed my eyes at Vari, trying to divine by fuel pause. What? So it just did occur to me as I started reading that we did actually end the last chapter in the middle of a conversation.
Yeah, we did it a lot.
All the time. I wish we'd stop.
Yeah, same.
Especially now that we're only doing one chapter an episode.
Yeah, it's a lot to call back.
Yeah, like you've got to remember.
What were they talking about?
What were they talking about? Great question. Oh, that's right. Vari came over with her hands covered in blood.
Right.
And Corey was like, what the fuck did you do?
Oh, yeah. And she's like, I didn't do anything.
Didn't do anything. Corey's like,
yeah, okay. Right.
So that's where we're at.
Okay.
Yeah, so the last thing Vari said was, I didn't do anything. I cried desperately. Some fool yanked the arrow out. That was the last part of this conversation. Sure. So let's try again. I narrowed my eyes at Vari, trying to divine by pure force of will whether she was lying or not. I could see her doing gruesome murder on the poor knight while he was injured.
Jesus.
And she certainly couldn't lie well enough to cover her tracks. No, she could certainly lie well enough to cover her tracks.
Okay.
I mean...
Could she though? I mean, damn.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Harsh.
Yeah.
But untrue?
I don't know.
I wouldn't be shooketh.
I mean,
let's be honest.
If it's the Vari and Corey's chapter, sure. The Vari and Vari's chapter, maybe not so much.
I don't know. I feel like she's still serving psychopath vibes, to be honest. Okay. It's just stupid. It doesn't make any sense. But for some completely unfathomable reason, I didn't think that was the case. I wanted to believe she was innocent, and a moment later, I realised why. She was my friend.
Oh, God.
Corey, she's not your friend.
No.
She doesn't like you.
No.
You are not friends.
No.
Please stop saying
she was my
that
friend.
she is your friend.
Because I don't believe you murdered somebody. We're friends.
And also, you just said you could believe that she would murder somebody.
Yeah.
And then turned around and said, but I don't think she did, because we're friends. It doesn't make any sense. She was my friend.
Yep.
my only friend,
Oh god.
my only anybody.
Oh jeez.
And I didn't want to lose her to the gallows on
Oh
a
my
charge of
God.
murder.
She didn't murder anybody.
Also, do you think she murdered him or don't you?
Yeah.
Like, you're like, I want to believe she's innocent. I don't think that she murdered him, but I think she could, and I don't want to lose her to the gallows on a murder charge.
Maybe you shouldn't just randomly accuse people of murder when you have no proof. Like, it's a war. A lot of people are going to be covered in blood.
Absolutely. And also, he was bleeding when you left her with him.
Yes.
Like, you were there.
Jesus.
Finally, I sighed, rolling my eyes slightly. Fine, I'll take your word for it. But don't think this means that if I find out the good knight was found lying in the gutter somewhere, brutally murdered, you won't be the first person I come looking for, I added warningly, looking over at her. Looking over her. She was indeed a sight. She was covered in blood, a large smudge down the front of her tunic, her hands caked in the red, sticky blood. I wrinkled my nose slightly as she grinned. So, are you going to tell me what actually happened, or do I have to guess?
Well, she tried, and you started accusing her of murder, so...
I asked when it appeared no further information was forthcoming. I can. I always, every time we record, I sit here and think, no, probably won't hear that. No, probably won't hear that. And then I'm editing and I'm like, fucking, I can hear it. I can hear it. Okay. It's fine. We can just stop if you need to have a drink. That is easy to edit out. Or do I have to guess? I asked when it appeared no further information was forthcoming. Well, I was gonna... Oh, that's an apostrophe, okay. Well, I was just gonna annoy him a bit, then leave him alone. But then he went and fainted on me, she cried, looking scandalized and a little horrified.
The audacity.
So then this weedy little fool comes along and just pulled that arrow out, and he started bleeding all over the place. Somehow, Vari managed to make it sound as if Cain... What the fuck is going on?
What?
I think...
Oh, was this maybe a book?
I think this might have been one of your school books. Because the top of the next page, in Ez's handwriting, it says, Ecology, cane toads. Average speed, 16.8 kilometres an hour.
Oh, shit.
The cane toads were first introduced in Gordonvale in Queensland. They have been found reliably as far down as Port Macquarie in New South Wales. Dairy Queen.
I do remember the Dairy... Because that's in your handwriting. I do remember the Dairy Queen being a thing, and I don't remember where it came from. It was the... Oh, actually, I think there was someone who had a pet cane toad, and they called it Dairy Queen.
Oh.
Because I think they must have found it at Dairy Queen.
Watched that stupid documentary, hey?
Yeah.
Where there was like the girl who had like a pet cane toad.
I think she... Well, she must have been American because she found her at Dairy Queen. We don't have those here.
Do they have cane toads in America?
I assume so. 'Cause
Why would you assume that?
where are cane toads from originally?
Africa, I think.
Are they?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if they're here, why not there? There might be a pest there as well.
Maybe. Anyway,
Here a
this
pest,
is
there a pest, everywhere a pest, pest.
completely irrelevant.
Yeah.
So yes, half of this page has been used for your ecology notes.
Oops.
Okay. Somehow Vari managed to make it sound as if Cain's bleeding was done deliberately to inconvenience her. I shook my head, a small smile curving my mouth. So I had to put my hand over it to stop all that blood, and I couldn't take it off, or he'd die. Then I had to take my hand off real slow so the doctor could bandage him up. ... She trailed off, perhaps realizing how quickly she was talking. She exhaled sharply, sweeping her red hair off her face. I didn't believe him! The nerve! She muttered. I couldn't help but give her a skeptical look.
Who doesn't she believe?
I don't know. The doctor, Cain.
Aldebaran? I mean, it would make sense it was him, but I have a feeling it's Cain.
Yes. That seems to be the vibe I'm going for here. Yes. I hardly think he deliberately went and got himself shot just to inconvenience you. Vari snorted indelicately. Wouldn't have put it past the bastard, she muttered. I sighed, shaking my head slightly. I'm sure his entire world must revolve around annoying you, I replied, crossing my arms across my chest. I'm sorry, Vari, but somehow I doubt that entirely. She shrugged non-committedly. Again, not a word.
It should be.
It should be.
I stand by
Yeah, I
it.
stand by that committed. That should be
It
a word.
should be a word.
Why is it not a word?
Exactly.
Believe what you will. I, however, will continue to believe his sole purpose in life is to piss me off, she retorted haughtily. I couldn't help but laugh at that. Really, Vari, it's not even like he's unpleasant. I think he likes you. And he's pretty handsome, don't you think? Why are you so adverse to him? That's not a question. I haven't put a question mark at the end of that sentence.
Oh, I'm like, it sounded like a question.
Why are you so adverse to him? He's a knight. I fluttered my eyelashes theatrically. How romantic! Mari's look of shock was complete and unfeigned. Her mouth was even hanging open slightly. You have got to be joking. No, she said
I
stubbornly.
mean, I'm with Vari on this one because realistically, there's been nothing between them to suggest more than anything.
I mean, I think Corey's just teasing her.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think she genuinely thinks Vari likes him. I think she's just being a bit of a, like, you know, why do you hate him so much? He's so handsome. You know, like, I think she's joking.
Sure.
I've also completely given up on Vari's accent. Like, fuck that. You have got to be joking. No, she said stubbornly. I smiled widely. Close your mouth, Vari. It's rather unbecoming. I think that sounds like a denial. Come on, admit it. You think he's charming, don't you? I said, trying not to grin widely. Her eyebrows shot up. Oh, certainly. I think I might swoon with delight the next time he showers me with his blood.
Why is she suddenly talking like a 18th century dame?
Because I've decided fuck the accent, and I guess that's the vibe we're going for. Next time he showers me with his blood, she shouted, her voice dripping with sarcasm, waving her bloody hands at me. I had to resist the urge to lean backwards slightly. Yes, what a charming asshole. Vari, your language is awful, I remonstrated her, trying to appear unconcerned at her outbursts. Are you actually concerned at her outbursts? She hasn't really done anything.
No. Sigh.
There's just not really anything to say about this. It's just a stupid conversation.
Yeah.
I let my grin stretch across my face. You'll never impress Kane with that sort of language. A muscle in Vari's jaw jumped. I tried to compress the grin with limited success. Oh, come on, Vari. I paused, bright realization dawning. Oh, you got to see him without his shirt on, didn't you?
Jesus.
I bounced in place, enjoying myself immensely.
How would you know that, for starters? You weren't there, but...
Well, I mean, she probably assumes they had to take his shirt off to, you know, bandage his wound and everything. I bounced in place, enjoying myself immensely. Did he look good?
He was unconscious.
I couldn't keep the honest note of curiosity out of my tone. Corey's suddenly like a giddy schoolgirl.
Yeah,
like...
suddenly. She's been like a schoolgirl the whole time.
Well, no, I feel like she's been more mopey and angsty. Now she's like... like she's suddenly channeling like Glinda vibes. Like,
Yes.
Was he hot? Oh my god, did you see him with his shirt on? Oh my god.
Tell me more, tell me more.
Yeah, literally. Vari ground her teeth together. I didna look, she said stuffily, sticking her nose in the air. Then she paused and grinned. I can only imagine how many sleepless nights...
Pause during the middle of such a scathing retort.
Well, I can only imagine how many a sleepless night, and then added... So it says, I can only imagine how many a sleepless nights.
Okay.
But I think I need to go with one or the other. How many sleepless nights you've spent imagining Bran shirtless, right? She said cheekily, her brow raised. This gave me pause. That wasn't fair.
Why not? Turnabout's fair play, my love.
I narrowed my eyes, trying to think of something to say that wouldn't compromise my position.
Jesus.
Why is this happening? I take back what I said about at least we're having complete conversations now. I wish this would stop. I take it back. I was wrong. I don't want complete conversations. I want them to go back to sitting in silence. So cringy. I have nothing to go off, I retorted finally. My innocence remains entirely intact, I sniffed. Unlike some people I could name.
Is she slut-shaming Vari?
I think she is, yes.
Damn! I don't know that.
Vari's brow crept higher. Jealous, perhaps? She asked, grinning. I felt my cheeks redden. No, of course not. That's what. Why would I be jealous of you? At least I have a sense of propriety, I replied.
Oh, yes. Because that's something that's you really want to aim for.
Well, I mean, if she's... I mean, in whatever universe that she may potentially be the queen of this country one day, yes, you probably do need a sense of propriety.
But Vari doesn't.
No. I have no desire to be exposed to that. I stumbled, losing momentum quickly. Why are you also certain I want Bran at all, in any way, shape, or form?
Because you're obsessed with him. A little creepy.
Well, yeah, and also, like, Corey's doth protest too much, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, girl, you're having the horny feelings.
Calm down.
And you're just, like, upset that you're having the horny feelings, I think is what's happening here.
Yeah.
Likewise, except with Cain and myself, she snapped. There is more chemistry between you and him than me and Bran. He barely even realizes I exist, I retorted sharply. By chemistry, you mean large explosions, death, destruction, she replied, clearly uncomprehending.
I mean, she's got a point. That's the kind of chemistry I've seen.
I mean,
there was that one bit.
I do feel like Cain and Vari have a bit of chemistry.
Yeah,
like,
they do, I suppose.
Certainly more than Corey and Bran.
True.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
I think that's actually a fair point.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah.
Like, they're kind of like witty banter.
Yeah.
Back and forth, kind of like.
Yeah, they kind of enjoy fighting with each other.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's there.
Whereas Brown's just like, can you like get rid of that?
Yeah. Is she here?
Yeah.
No, I mean, hang on, wait. By chemistry, you mean large explosions, death, destruction, she replied, clearly uncomprehending. No, I mean desire, tension. For one with so much experience in the area, you are unbelievably naive, I huffed. My point evidently lost in translation.
Pot kettle, hello, come in pot.
Yeah, I know, right? Desire, she said flatly. Oh, you really are the hopeless romantic, she snickered, grinning. I felt the blood rush to my face. And what's wrong with that? It's never going to happen to me, so why can't I dream? Vari threw her hands up in surrender. I never said anything against it. I think it's rather fortunate. I've always thought Bran was a romantic at heart. You'll be the perfect couple, she said smugly. Vari, you're not listening to me. He barely even knows I exist, I cried.
God.
I've completely bailed on this sentence. He barely even knows I exist, I cried, unable to keep the faint. He knows you exist.
Oh.
Like, I just stopped. I just didn't finish it. There's no punctuation. There's nothing. I just got to the end of the line and was like, nah.
Can't think of it.
Faint.
Amusement? Faint.
No, she's more like
Outrage?
exasperated.
Frustration?
Yeah. I don't know.
There's nothing faint about it though. It seems very not faint. What's the opposite of faint?
Loud.
Loud. Yeah.
Bright.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like, I don't know. He doesn't even know I exist. The screams of like pick me vibes.
Oh yeah.
Like
Oh yeah.
It's very like, tell me that he secretly really likes me.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I want.
Well,
I'm
that's what I want to
fishing.
hear.
She's fishing.
Oh, she's fishing. She's throwing that
She's
much bait in
fishing.
the water. It's just like a full of dead prawns or worms or whatever you're using.
Yeah. That actually, I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think that's what's annoying me about this whole
Yeah.
conversation is it's so obvious that Corey is fishing.
Yeah.
She's desperately fishing, and Vari ain't taking
No,
it.
she's not. She's dodging that motherfucker like you wouldn't believe.
And that's why it feels like it's just going on and on and on and on, is because it's just like, Corey isn't getting the point.
No.
Let's just keep going.
Yeah.
Keep trying.
Keep fishing. Try a different pond, love.
I cried, unable to keep the faint. He knows you exist, she said simply. Barely, and not enough to ever feel something for me. Not that I care, I added quickly. She grinned broadly. We can alter that. No meddling, I said sternly. Come on, you're filthy, I muttered, towing her towards a water trough. Vari grinned smugly. I hunched my shoulders, muttering under my breath. You are impossible, I growled, loud enough for her to hear, plunging her bloody arm into the icy water trough, standing back out of the splash radius. You're an impossible person to deal with, I added, crossing my arms stubbornly.
Oh, she was your friend.
Yeah.
Wasn't that whole realization like a page ago?
Yep. It was actually like 3 pages ago.
That didn't last long, did it?
No. Vari's brow cracked up. I can wash my own hands. See, this is what I mean, I huffed, annoyed and frustrated. You're just difficult.
I mean, she can wash her own hands. She's not a child.
Yeah.
Why are you trying to wash her hands for her? That's weird.
Well, but like it wasn't even that. She like shoved her arm into the trough and then like walked away. Like
Weird.
Yeah, weird. I just feel like Corey doesn't know how to like interact with human beings. Like
she's like a hand-raised puppy, and you put
Yeah.
them in a pen with other dogs, and they just don't understand
yeah,
what to do with them.
like girl, you got the tism or
Yeah.
like what's going on here? Like
Something's going on.
Would you like to wash me hands for me? She asked innocently. I growled under my breath. Ah! I threw my hands up in frustration, turning my back on her. For Toria's sake, I've originally been for Christ's sake. For Toria's sake, Corey, what do you want from me?
I
She
agree,
cried.
Vari. I agree.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Make it stop. I hate her so much. For Toria's sake, Corey, what do you want from me? She cried. I slumped slightly. I don't know, Vari. I think I want a friend, I said softly, not turning around.
God.
Seriously.
Clingiest of clingy bitches.
It's,
No wonder she's like, go and talk to Bran. Would you
yeah, get away from me.
just cling to him?
Then this is me, she said with a sigh. Take what you get given.
I agree.
I sighed, turning around, frowning slightly. I'm sorry if I'm not very good at getting on with people. I haven't had much practice, I mumbled. I didn't mean to annoy you. She's so pathetic.
Oh, it just makes
She's
my
so
skin crawl.
pathetic. Oh, I didn't think that we could get worse than Ella, but
She's so
she's
much
so
worse
much
than
worse.
us.
She's so much worse.
She's so this is I think you started off here with your female characters, and I think it's why it took you so long to be comfortable writing them again, because this is what they were all like to start with, and oh my god, infuriating.
I mean, I feel like after this, like, I just don't think I wrote female characters again for a really long time.
No, I remember you being like, I'm not writing them.
Yeah.
Like you were like viscerally scarred by it. Yeah, I don't blame you. They're terrible.
I mean, this is
Which is just
awful.
hilarious because you are a girl. Like, of all the things that you should be able to write, that's one of them.
Look, I was very popular in high school.
Neither was I.
But I think I had that
You had a problem with it.
in me.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I think there was a part of me that was like, you know, I felt like nobody liked me.
Yeah.
And I felt that, like, I was uncool and, you know, that, like, boys wouldn't notice me and, like, you know, obviously, like, I had some good friends with you guys, but I think I always had that social anxiety that
Yeah.
when I spoke to people, that they were all thinking, what a
What
fucking
an
loser.
idiot. Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
so I think, like, it's
It
obviously
came through very
escalated
strongly. Yes.
in this format.
Yeah.
But it's like, I feel like this is me working through some issues.
Yes, I think so too. I was going to say it, but I didn't want to say it first.
Thanks.
Just wanted to make sure you got there on your own time.
You know, the social anxiety is bad.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think Corey's just saying like the quiet part out loud.
Yeah.
Like,
Very loud.
yeah. Just, you know, like, yeah.
But yeah, this is why writing is good for you, because it gives you a place to work through some things.
Is that what
I don't recommend reading them out to people on the podcast.
Yeah, it's not good.
No,
It's
that
not
bit's
good
not
for your
good.
ego.
That's not good for the social anxiety.
Oh, God. It's hurting me.
But writing about them is good.
I think it's like, the cringe is so bad because I'm like, hey, that's me.
I know I wrote this.
This is me on the page. I don't like it. I don't like 16-year-old me.
No one likes 16-year-old them. Who likes 16-year-old them?
You do, there's something wrong with you.
What's it like being mentally healthy?
Yeah. I couldn't relate. You mean some people don't have crippling anxiety every time they speak to somebody?
What? That can't be right.
Can't be right. Okay. Oh God, let's get through this. I didn't mean to annoy you. You don't annoy me. You frustrate me. That's another matter entirely, she said lightly. You frustrate me too, I said, smiling slightly. She smiled brightly. Oh my God.
So much smiling. So many adverbs.
Lightly, slightly, brightly. Oh God, there's another one, the next line. Lovely. We're on the same page then. I grinned slightly. Okay, you can't grin slightly. A grin is a big expression. You can theoretically smile slightly, like a small smile.
Yeah.
But you cannot grin slightly. Grin is a grin. A grin is big. You can't, like, how do you grin slightly? You can't do it. It's either a grin or it's not a grin.
Yeah.
So, are you certain you don't like Kane?
Ugh.
She sighed. As certain as the scars on my backside, she said with a grin. He grimaced. More than I needed to know, I muttered. I glanced around the chaos. Well, yeah, also, we're having this whole conversation. People are dying. Like,
yeah.
meters
They're
away
talking
from
about
us.
who likes who. In the
People are
aftermath
dying.
of a war.
Of a battle.
Of a battle.
Like,
Yeah.
people are dying. The walls are crumbling. The docks are on fire.
Yeah.
Maybe you should go and see if Bran's alright, I suggested vaguely.
Why don't you?
Yeah, why don't you? I chewed my lips. Both of them? Or maybe you should check on Kane, I added, in a perfectly non-sexual way. I'll come with you. Vari rolled her eyes, shaking the water off her hands. It's been like 5 minutes. I'm sure he's still fine.
He's probably still unconscious.
Yeah, exactly. Screw Kane. Let's find Bran,
Yeah.
she said, simply, heading off into the crowd. I mean, surely Bran is down the city.
Well, that's why they need to go and check on him.
Nope.
Oh.
That's not where we're going.
Oh, okay.
She said, heading off into the crowd.
Well, is this the same morning that Bran spoke to Corey? So yeah, he would be in the
Fuck
keep
knows.
somewhere.
Is it still the same
I think it is.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I think it is, because she was like being all like, I'm sorry, Vari, I'm just in a bad mood because Bran spoke to him this morning and it wasn't all of my hopes and dreams. He didn't fall
that's
head
right.
over heels in love with me, and then the
And
the
then
cannon
the
fire.
cannon went off. This is
So he
gonna be,
probably is still in the.
This is going to be like Twilight, where you realise that like Bella and Edward got married like 3 months after they met, because every day takes like 100
forever.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be like that.
Yeah.
We're going to be like, if we're 300 pages in, it's totally reasonable time for them to get together, and then we'll realise it's been like, 3 days. Okay. I trailed after her, muttering about her gutter mouth, under my breath. Vari didn't seem to have any clear destination in mind, though she seemed to be bearing towards the stables. I had no idea where Bran would be, so I simply had to follow Vari's lead and hope for the best. Thankfully, she proved to be a reliable guide, and we found Bran in the stables, taking care of the horses of the foreman. Grim. He looked tired and a little harried, but otherwise unharmed. I mean, if he was in the stables all the time, there's no reason why he would be
But
harmed.
didn't make it all the way into the keep.
Yeah, exactly. You guys were sitting on the roof watching.
Yeah.
Like, it was impossible to ignore the rush of relief I felt at the sight of him alive and unhurt. Bran spotted us and came over, smiling tiredly. Oh, good. You've still got your head, Vari said brashly. Bran ruffled her hair familiarly. That's sexy.
Well, it's because they're not. They're just friends, remember?
Do you do that to your friends? Ruffle their hair?
I mean, a lot of people do, but that,
Really?
I think, to me, yes. I get it all the time. I assume
Really?
it's because I'm short. Yes. All the time.
People just touch your head?
Yes.
Ew.
I think it's a short person thing. It's all the time.
That's so weird.
Yes.
That is like a parental gesture to me. Like to a child.
Mm.
You ruffle a child's hair.
Well, I'm small like a child, so I guess it comes naturally to them. I don't know, but it happens to me all the time.
Okay. Well, okay.
Short people problems.
I guess we still don't know if Vari is tall or short.
No. True.
So have you. That's more than I expected, he said cheerily. Give me a nod and a smile over Vari's head. So she must be short.
Or Bran's tall as well.
But Corey's not that tall. She's tallish, but she's not that tall.
Did we know?
Yeah, I think we decided Corey was about my height.
Right, okay.
I don't remember how we decided that, but I think we did.
Oh no.
We should all go down to the tavern when you're done, Vari said, flattening out her
If it's
ruffled
still
hair.
there.
But also, we did this already, and it was boring and nothing, and Bran went and flirted with a blonde girl and then left. Like,
He didn't leave, he asked Corey to leave.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, was this fun? Did we enjoy this?
No.
Do you want to do this again?
No, it didn't work the first time, so let's try it again. Maybe we can make it better the second time.
Oh, yeah, fair. I flinched internally, envisioning a repeat of the last tavern visit involving the three of us.
Yeah.
Maybe it would be better for all of us if I just backed out now.
Yeah, it would.
I should stay here, help people.
You probably all should be doing that, to be
Yes.
fair.
I said lamely, avoiding both pairs of eyes. ... From what I saw earlier, you're not much help to anyone. You just flap around looking surprised all the time. Vari put in pleasantly, demonstrating my apparent flapping by waving her arms around in a panicked manner. Bran chuckled, and I felt myself start to blush slightly. I think our princess here just needs to learn how to have fun, Bran joked with a grin. I need to get out of here before the temptation to steal one of these fancy horses gets too strong, he added, glancing around.
So he's a club maniac as well.
Apparently.
Okay.
He added,
See why he gets on so well with them.
yeah, exactly. He added, glancing around at the impressive display of horseflesh that surrounded us. I would have given in to that temptation hours ago, Vari muttered. Were these horses not already here?
They were.
Yeah. Like,
Well, I suppose that's why she's saying she would have done it hours ago, because I don't know.
she's been working the stables since they arrived.
Yep.
You've had plenty of opportunities if you were going to. I tried to shrug nonchalantly. All right then. Seeing as you also strongly doubt my capacity to be helpful, might as well accompany you, I said a little wearily. Vari, I really think you should check on Cain before we go, I suggested honestly.
Why? She's nothing to him.
He's not her responsibility.
She's not a nurse or a doctor.
No.
What is she going to do? Why?
He's with the doctor. He's
Yeah.
fine. As fine as he can be. Vari just gave me a murderous look and stalked off towards the citadel, clearly expecting Bran and I to follow her.
I'm with Barry on this one.
I sighed in resignation and set off after her. Corey, wait up a second, Bran called. I paused mid-stride, torn between the chance to talk to him again and the fear of losing Vari in the labyrinthine streets of our city. Don't worry about her. I can find her again if she gets lost, he added, as if sensing my dilemma.
She's not going to get lost.
You're going to the tavern.
And she lives there.
Yeah.
She knows the city.
I feel like he meant if we lose her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you can find her at the tavern because that's where
you're going. That's where you agreed to go. Yeah. I cast one look towards the crowd where Vari had vanished and sighed. At least this would make her matchmaker capacity happy. What?
Capacity?
I don't know.
Okay.
Bran was washing his grimy hands and face in the water trough, much the same as the one Vari had used earlier. That's an important distinction to make. Yes, the water troughs are similar.
They are unanimous across the keep. They must have interior decorating.
I have also written sentence structure ... not making sense ... in the margin there.
Oh well, at least you recognise it.
I wonder if that was to do with at least this would make her matchmaker capacity happy.
Quite possibly.
Because that doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make sense.
No.
You are correct.
I was well aware of how truly cold the water was and cringed in sympathy as he splashed the icy liquid over his head. Toria, it's cold.
Why is he washing his head?
I don't know.
Okay. I thought I missed something.
Nope.
Okay.
Toria, it's cold, he gasped, and I smiled slightly as he unconsciously uttered my thoughts. I could have told you that. I found it out myself when I was washing Barry's hands. I said, then stopped, realizing what I'd said as Bran gave me a surprised look. What? She couldn't manage that herself? I know she's childlike, but you really need to let her do these things for herself, he said, trying not to smile.
Is she childlike?
No.
I don't like that.
I blushed again, tilting my head slightly so my thick hair hid my face. I didn't actually wash her hands. I just forcefully made sure she got started, I mumbled, wondering if I could ever say anything right to him. There was a brief moment of silence. Then I felt his heavy hand on my shoulder. Corey, is everything all right? He asked gently. I sighed, taking a deep breath. I shook my head fractionally and forced a smile. Do you know that means no, Corey? Is everything all right?
It just stopped.
Oh. Weird.
I hope it was recording the first half. I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was. Okay. Oh, God. Okay.
Sometimes charging at the same time makes it overheat, so I'll just...
Corey, is everything all right? He asked gently. I sighed, taking a deep breath. I shook my head fractionally and forced a smile. Yes, of course. Come on, before Vari kills someone, I suggested.
She's not. I mean, Jesus. Fuck.
Also, like, why is Bran asking if she's okay? She wasn't doing anything unusual.
No, she was just being a normal weird self.
I mean, and also, Bran, are you shocked if she doesn't want to come to the bar with you after what happened last time?
Yeah, after you asked her to leave last time?
You didn't even speak to her.
No.
You told Vari to
to
take
get
her
rid of
home.
her. I know. Jesus.
Bran slung his arm around my shoulders. Cheer up, Corey. We're going to have a good time, whether you like it or not, he said happily, steering me into the crowd. It's come to my attention that for someone who's known Gary, for as long as you have, I don't really know much about you, he said as we made our way into the Citadel. So again...
Did you not remember who Gary was? Like, why have you question marked it?
I don't know. My only thought is maybe I didn't know if Corey has known Gary for a long time.
Well, I think you said she had because...
Yes.
He was like a father figure.
Yeah, I mean,
because he's a father.
I don't think that we actually said in so many words that she thought he was a father figure, did we?
No, I think we did.
Did we?
I think we did.
Okay, I wasn't sure if that was just like implied.
No, I have a feeling you mentioned the phrase father figure.
Okay.
I could be wrong. I mean, if we're basing things off my memory, it's never a good sign.
Fair. You seem to remember more about this story than I do.
I know, it's just surprising.
Maybe your long-term memory is better than your short-term memory.
Well, yes. I think that is actually a thing.
Manages to go into long-term memory, it's there forever.
Yeah.
Okay. He said as we made our way into the citadel. I glanced up, again startled by the strength of his gaze and the strange magnetic charm he had, a certain charisma that made me feel instantly comfortable and reassured in the light of his smile. Do you, though? Because you mostly feel extremely awkward.
And I have not seen any evidence of that, to be honest.
What, of charisma or of him or of her feeling comfortable with it?
Either or.
Yeah.
Both.
I mean, he certainly seems more charming now than he did the first time we met him.
Yes.
Or when we first
Yeah, well, the first time we met him, he was like a weird, blathering sort of idiot.
Yeah, he was like stuttering and stumbling, mumbling, all awkward. I don't know if he was just like, oh my god, she's so beautiful.
Maybe.
I can't cope. But since then, he seemed more in control of his facilities. I wouldn't call him like a bundle of charisma, but he's, I don't know, normal? He seems normal.
Yeah.
He seems like a normal guy.
Yeah.
I mean, apart from the weird thing at the bar, that was a bit weird.
Dick move, yeah.
But otherwise, like, I don't know, he seems more normal than Corey or Baru.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. So tell me something about yourself, he pressed when no information... he pressed when no information forthcoming.
Still struggling with that sentence structure.
Just not putting words in. All right, I mumbled, still feeling a little uncertain. I thought you just said he made you feel instantly comfortable. I grew up in the Citadel, thinking that I was the daughter of a maid who died, I supplied. You just fully got to out yourself here now, I guess.
Yep. Because, you know, he's trustworthy.
Yep. Thinking, you're not the daughter of a maid? I sighed. No, I'm the Queen's bastard, apparently.
Jesus, just put that out there.
Just
remember that whole part where the Queen was like, hey, you're in danger.
It was for your own safety and protection that I lied to you.
And she's just like, I'm the Queen's daughter.
Yep.
Uh-huh. She's a smart cookie.
Oh, he said flatly. I felt my heart drop slightly. Oh? Was that a good oh or a bad oh? I asked nervously. He was frowning at his feet. Just a surprised oh, he replied after a moment, still looking troubled.
Surprised?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's quite a
surprising thing.
Yes, for someone to drop on you.
Yes, it's not every day you find out that this person is the bastard daughter of the Queen.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty big.
That's a big
news.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I don't know. Just a surprised oh, he replied after a moment, still looking troubled. It unnerves you, doesn't it? I asked dully. That I'm illegitimate? That I have royal blood? That I... God, what? so many statements here. It unnerves you, doesn't it? I asked dully. That I'm illegitimate? That I have royal blood? That I always have to be afraid because I could be a pretender to the throne? I pressed, unrelenting. He huffed, hunching his shoulders. Of course not. It just took me off guard. I didn't expect... It just complicates things. He shrugged. Complicates what?
Oh, it complicates her life.
It doesn't seem to.
No, it should. No. She's making sure it does.
It just doesn't seem like it has had any impact on her whatsoever, really.
No, no one's tried to attack her. No one has said anything to her.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Nothing has changed.
Again, it's just super unclear, what people know about this, because, at the ball, everybody was talking about how Corey was saved by Vari.
Mm.
If everyone still thinks she's just a maid, or a maid's daughter, why do people give a shit?
Well, why is the maid's daughter invited to the balls?
Exactly. This is what I mean. I just don't understand, what Corey's role is.
Well, I think there was some sort of indication that, the Queen sort of took her on, almost as an adoptive daughter.
Sure, but I got the impression that it was kind of and I gave you a job as a lady's maid kind of adoption, not you're my actual child adoption.
I don't know.
In which case, she was talking about how she was working the stables and shit that, and So are you like a
Part of
servant
it, yeah.
here?
Are you part of the court or not?
Are you an aristocrat?
Yeah.
Like, do you go to balls or do you work in the stables? Because I don't think it can be both.
No.
This sounds to me like Bran like was thinking about a relationship with Corey.
Yes, and now, yeah, for sure.
And now he's like, oh, that complicates
that's,
things.
Yeah, that's a little too much for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Which she doesn't seem to have picked up on that though.
No.
Of course it complicates things. As if things aren't complicated enough already, I muttered. He suddenly breathed a sigh of relief, and I glanced up to see Vari waiting outside the tavern door for us. Bran's like, oh, thank God that conversation's over.
Or I'm wondering if he's just sighing in general because he's like, oh, damn, I can't, it's complicated or whatnot. And she's interpreting that as a sigh of relief because, like, I don't know how, like, aware of that we were, like.
Of, like, unreliable narration.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think so.
No, it seems a bit advanced.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that seems too clever.
Yeah.
For us at this point in our career.
Maybe we were clever.
I didn't even want to know what you two have been doing, she said as we neared, pushing herself off the wall. You certainly took your time, she added, arching an eyebrow. Did they though?
They were just walking.
Yeah, and like Bran washed his hands and then they left.
Yeah.
Like they kind of been more than 3 minutes behind her.
Yeah.
Unless she like ran. Yes, we had lots of wonderful sex, Bran countered easily, pulling me into his side. I flushed, pushing him away. Oh, get off, Bran, I muttered, crossing my arms across my chest. Vari was grinning again, that wide, insufferable grin that was so leering and suggestive it made my head hurt. Stop grinning, I added, propelling her through the door in front of me. Stop leering and grinning and suggesting and go and get me some alcohol, I commanded, shoving her towards the bar and flopping down into a chair, glaring impressively at the worn and scarred table.
Impressively?
Yep, she's glaring impressively at the table.
Is the glare impressive or the table?
I think the glare.
Right.
Because the table is worn and scarred, it had its own description.
Right. Okay. Interesting. That was a lot.
It was a lot. Again, there's moments here where I almost feel like there is like I see hints of what this could have been. Like that kind of joshing with Vari. Like if you ignore all the rest of like what Corey is like, and you just take that scene where, Bran is like, yeah, we're having lots of sex, and Corey's like, oh, fuck off. And then Vari's grinning, and she's like, just bugger off and get me a drink. You know, like that little interaction, that almost feels like friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if you ignore all the fact
Corey
that
wasn't
obviously
being so weird about it all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you ignore the fact that we've had like 100 pages, 130 pages now of Corey being a fucking weirdo, like that moment there, like you can almost see like a little bit of friendly banter coming through.
Yeah, it's interesting because like nowadays we can have we can build characters that have such a strong friendship from the get-go. And I'd always kind of thought that was just a thing that we had always done. Largely based on
our friendship
and the fact that we are very like I'm gonna read each other's minds or some shit.
We're platonic soulmates.
Yeah,
let's just get that
pretty
out.
much. Yeah. But this suggests otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, like,
says very much that it was something that we learned.
I guess
later
so,
and developed.
Because we have had, like, one of our later stories, we introduced a pair of characters who have been friends their whole lives.
Yeah, and that
but
was...
we hadn't written their whole lives.
No, but that was really solid.
It just worked
so well.
The vibe, the bouncing off each other, and like I think partially it's because we're so good at yes-anding each other. Yeah. So like one of us could have our character refer to something that happened in their joint history, and you would just vibe with it.
Yeah, and build on it.
And just build on it instead of going, oh, is that like...
I don't remember how that
happened.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like what happened?
What do you mean? You just kind of go with it, right? And so, like I think we're quite good at that now. but no, not
Whatever
here,
this is,
not
it's
whatever
not
this
working.
is. Mm-mm. Even like, I feel like I just had another thought and I've forgotten it now. It was on, no, it's gone. Never mind.
I'm sure it was the same.
Well, it was something following on from like thinking about us being able to write characters who have a unspoken. Oh, that's right. It was about Ethan Belial.
Oh,
And like that isn't even really a friendship,
no, but it is a relationship.
but just a relationship. But they immediately, when they meet, I feel, and this is like, you know, in obviously another story, but like there is an immediate weight
Yes.
to their
Yeah.
experiences.
Yes.
Like their relationship is heavy
And complicated
and you
and
feel it.
there's nuance.
Yeah,
and-
exactly.
Yeah.
And like the second they meet each other,
yeah.
you feel that weight
Yeah.
of those centuries of like backstory.
Yes.
And we never had to discuss it.
No, it just
happened. I mean, Bilal wasn't even supposed to be in the fucking
No,
book.
I know. Fuck you,
Yeah,
Bilal.
fuck you, Bilal.
You made us do so much more work.
Oh my god. Literally made us introduce a third point of view character just because you wouldn't shut the fuck up. But yeah, like we're really good at that now, and this is so bad.
This is so bad. It's hard to see where it came from.
Yeah.
Like, I guess this is where we started.
I guess so.
And maybe by the end of this it develops, but...
Maybe, but I feel like I actually feel like, and this is something that I have been thinking about in between episodes, and I actually think one of the things that I reckon strengthened our ability to build relationships in writing was the role-playing forum that we had, BRNA.
Right.
Because that is like something that sits in between writing and dialogue, which is what we eventually like boiled it right down to its like bare minimum.
Yeah.
But like so those who weren't there,
The large majority of you.
exactly, hopefully not all our high school friends that are listening to this.
Oh boy.
We created a forum back in the days when this was the thing that you did.
Yeah, just online forum.
It was like an online
It was like a
forum.
it was a collection of forums almost. Like
Yeah. Well, it had like channels, I
Yeah.
guess. Like,
Yeah,
if
I
you
guess you
compare
call
it
them
to
channels.
Discord, it was like
similar to that.
having
yeah.
channels, I
Oh
guess.
god, can you imagine if we had Discord?
Oh my god. Oh my god. It would have been amazing.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you had this forum, and basically, like, we would do sort of this sort of back and forth role play where you'd have a character, and one of you would like write a short couple of paragraphs about like what your character is doing, and then somebody else would come along
and
reply to that. And it was kind of like, you know, it was a couple of sort of a couple of paragraphs each, written out in full.
Yeah.
But going backwards and forwards.
Yeah.
And a bunch of us had sort of been doing this on like public forums for a while. We decided to make our own private one with just our friends.
Sick of being trolled.
Exactly. So that we could just kind of do it our own way.
Yeah.
And so it was basically like medieval, or like a 17th century town.
Yes.
Where all our characters hung out. And we had dozens of characters.
So
There were
many.
so many.
So many.
And there was like, some of them were in the forest, and some of them were in the church, and some of them were in the bar. And
Like, yeah, we basically filled out this entire city.
yeah, exactly, exactly. With sort of all these characters, and
Yeah.
like, you know, eventually everybody else sort of dropped off, and it was just us.
Yeah.
The hag-ons. It's just, you know,
Here we are,
playing
20
with
years
ourselves.
later.
Yeah, still doing it. But I think that like that were just the sheer bulk that we did with different characters, and like, and they would meet different people. So like, you might have one character that was having like 4 different conversations with like 4 different people all around the town.
Yeah. I think it really allowed us to develop the strength of our characters, to be able to have a character so sort of well-rounded that you could throw them around in these various sort of situations and relationships and still have like a solid, recognizable character.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And because it wasn't like long form writing, there didn't have to be a plot.
No.
You didn't have to worry about like, you know, progressing the story or anything like that. It was all these little interactions that happened, and like, you know, they would build over time, and you would have, you know, characters who developed relationships with each other, and like, you know, some of them were friends and some of them were romantic, and like,
It was kind of like The Sims, but in writing.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Like, there's no great big arching plot in the Sims.
No, everybody's
it's
just
just
kind of living.
living.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was basically that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just think that really went a long way towards helping us develop that ability to drop a character into a situation and have that character be that character.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's really like lacking in a lot of this early writing that we did, was like there's no real consistency. The characters don't really have a strong sense of self, like personality,
and they don't really react to things outside at all. Like the background is just blurry.
Yeah.
Like there's a war going on.
Yeah.
And they're just going down to the pub for a drink.
Yeah.
Like
and then, like the same as what we were saying last episode about Corey's attack, and like even Corey finding out that she is the bastard daughter of the queen really hasn't impacted her much.
No.
She hasn't responded to it.
No.
In that kind of way. And I think like that's a real weakness.
Yeah, I think the characters are just weak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're weak, they're 2D, like, I don't know. Can I tell you literally anything about who Corey is as a person? No, she's just
a whiny little bitch.
Yeah, and like Vari is just kind of foul-mouthed and rude.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of like it.
Yeah.
You know, if you ask me like, I don't know, what's Corey's favorite food? What does she do in her spare time? What colors does she like? I don't fucking know.
No.
She's not a person.
No.
Whereas with characters that we have these days, like if you turn to me and say like, what's Onyx's favorite color? What do they like to eat?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I know those things because he's a person.
No, and not because we sat down and filled out like those
those
report cards.
Yeah,
it's like, I'm gonna fill it. It's just as they grow and develop as a character, you get such a strong sense of who they are.
Yeah, absolutely.
That even if you don't know in the moment that they ask you the question, you know
you can find the answer.
You can find the answer. Yeah.
Anyway, this digression brought to you by this insufferable conversation.
We thought we'd give you something interesting to listen to.
we are so sorry. Please have some of our writing history tips. Okay, so Corey's glaring impressively at the worn table.
That's right, yes.
Bran arched his brows at me. Your mood swings are impressive, he said, sitting down opposite me.
I agree.
Shove it up your ass.
Oh, Jesus!
Oh my god.
What the hell? Sounds like Vari. Jesus, you're one to talk. Next time you call out Vari. Bloody hell.
I mean, there's only one insult in there rather than like 5 like Vari usually.
It's still a little random.
It is random is what it is, yeah. Shove it up your ass, I growled at him, glancing up to see what Vari had done with the drinks.
She hasn't got them yet. She left like a second ago.
If I had to be crude and short-tempered to get along with these two, then so be it. End chapter.
Oh, okay.
You're blaming it on them.
She's basically doing the cat suit thing.
Yeah.
She's just like, can't beat them, join them.
Pretty much, yeah. She's like, well, I guess that's what I'm gonna, that's okay.
I'm just going to change everything about myself so that I can be friends with them.
Yep. Good philosophy, Corey. Well done.
Cool. So that's the end of that chapter.
Oh boy.
And again, I don't think anything of value really happened.
No.
We've already forgotten about the war.
Yes, we've already forgotten about the war. Yeah, no, nothing happened.
Yeah.
I was trying to think, like, did we get any information?
Nope.
No.
Nothing.
Nothing. Why? There's nothing ever happened in my chapters.
I was going to say that. I don't know. I mean,
what happened to us?
I know.
Because I really feel like this is flipped aggressively in our, like, modern writing. Like, I feel like I tend to be the one these days, especially with TSE, I guess, because, like, it is more of a plot driver than Mary is.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know. I don't feel like I shy away from having action in my chapters.
No, you don't.
Yeah. Like, what?
I do remember at the time you did, though.
Did I?
Yeah.
I have no memory of that.
I remember you saying you didn't want to write action scenes.
I don't remember that at all. Well, I certainly haven't.
No. And as a result, nothing happens.
Yeah. But, like, I mean, it's possible to have things happen that aren't action scenes.
Yeah, well, I mean, it'll be interesting to see, because, like, a lot of my chapters in this were also nothing.
Oh, yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see, like, I think if the next Vari chapter has something, then there might be some sort of foundation to your concern. But it's entirely possible that the next Vari chapter is going to be equally
There's nothing.
pointless.
She certainly hasn't gone back to visit her daddy's ship.
No.
Although I suppose it's like
It's probably
the next
burnt.
day.
It's probably
it's
under the
probably
reef
on
now.
fire. Yeah, the dock's caught on fire.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, too bad, so sad. There's my livelihood
yeah,
that I could have had.
You know, she didn't know it was there anyway.
No.
So. Okay, well, I don't know. Fucking Corey.
She's a little bit of a psycho. I know she keeps calling Vari the psycho, but at least Vari is consistent.
I mean, I think Corey's weird.
Yeah.
Like, Vari, it's the giggling that makes Vari seem like a psycho.
I think that's just the evidence of our poor writing, because they always have to be doing something.
Yes, but giggling is, that's an odd response. Especially, it's not like she just like, you know, is laughing in conversation. Like, she'll be doing something completely psychotic and then be like, that's fucking weird.
Yes.
But yeah, Corey's just pathetic. Weird. She's just weird and strange.
And whiny.
She just seems very, I don't want to be offensive, but she gives off homeschool vibes. You know, like, just that I haven't really interacted with other people my own age kind of thing. Like, I don't really know how to socially engage with people.
Which, like, it's weird, because it's not like the Queen has, like, locked her up in a tower.
No, but I guess if she's spent her whole life predominantly in the keep, like, she probably hasn't been, it's probably a people her own age thing. Yeah. You know, like, she's probably surrounded by adults all the time.
Yeah.
And she's probably not grown up, like, playing with other kids and, like, hanging out with other kids, which would explain why she's such a fucking prude.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know, teenagers will do teenager things.
Yeah.
And she clearly hasn't had that experience of being, you know, 14, 15, 16 and, like, kissing boys behind the stables and, you know, like, doing all that kind of normal teenager stuff.
Yeah.
So it just feels like she hasn't, and, like, the way she talks and the way that she's so horrified at the way that Vari talks and the way that Bran jokes with her, it just feels like everybody around her has always spoken to her like an adult. And not, I don't think that's intentional, but I'm going to say that that's what's
smart.
happening.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, I think I just wrote her as a shitty character, but we'll take what we get. Yeah.
Oh, damn. All right.
Yeah. All right, well, that's that. Again. Delude.
Yeah.
Okay, and now we come to the part of the podcast where we talk about what we read. Yes, what you been reading?
This was actually technically a reread, but I read it so long ago, I remembered so little of it that I was basically reading it for the first time.
Okay.
So it was These Broken Stars by Megan Spooner and Amy Kaufman.
Oh yeah, I read that.
Yeah. So have I. And I have the second one, but I never read that.
Right.
And so I was like, I remember nothing. So I thought I should reread the first one just to jog my memory. Turns out
it's super connected from memory.
Well, no.
I think it's like same universe, but like
I think it's a little
characters.
bit like what they did with the
Illuminate. Yeah.
So I think there is an overarching and like
I haven't read the third one, so
no,
that's why I don't
maybe
think
they all
they're
tie
connected.
together there because the ending leaves things unfinished. So I assume that there is some sort of resolution there.
Right.
But so basically, it is a YA sci-fi romanticize. And I liked it more than I thought I would. Actually, I actually found the characters really quite engaging. So it's a little bit of an enemies to lovers thing. So there's the daughter of like a high up. I don't know whether he's just a super rich man or if he's in political power. I can't remember. And then the Tava is like a young highly decorated
He's a soldier,
soldier.
isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, but I think through circumstances he was kind of promoted
Nice.
quite high quite early on,
Mm.
and so he's quite young, and
Hot.
they hot, yeah, and so basically they're on a huge spaceship going somewhere, and the spaceship crashes, and so they're stranded on this like random island together, and so the book is basically trying to survive.
Yeah.
All of that. And so it was really, really quite interesting, and I was surprised at the amount that the plot actually surprised me, and like there were a couple of twists there, and I was like, oh shit, they went there. So yeah, I was actually quite pleasantly surprised all over again. I assume I liked it the first time because I think I gave it like 4 or 5 stars the first time as well.
Yeah.
So I liked it just as much the second time, even though I had remembered none of it. Like literally none of it.
Jeez.
The same shock twist was shocking and twisty for me the second time. So yeah, I really liked it, and now I look forward to finally reading the second one. And I'll try and read it before I forget the first one again. Yeah, that's me. What about you?
So this is not really a review, I guess.
Oh no.
So I recently went overseas, and I visited Oxford, which, if you don't know, is where Tolkien wrote a lot of Lord of the Rings. And because I have like 4 special editions of Lord of the Rings that I don't have any, I feel like I can actually read because they're so pretty. I'm so worried about breaking them. I was like, oh, well, what better place to buy a reading set of the Lord of the Rings than in Oxford, because, it's from the home of Lord of the Rings. Now, I feel like Lord of the Rings is one of those books where if you're going to read it, you probably already read it. If you're not going to read it, nothing I can say is going to make you want to read it. Everybody knows what Lord of the Rings is about. Everybody knows what kind of a book it is. And I feel like if you aren't the kind of person who likes Lord of the Rings, there's no point in me saying, fucking, love this book. But it is what I've just read. So I guess it's not really a review, but I thought I'd just say like a little bit about like why this book means so much to me, because it truly does. Like I read The Lord of the Rings for the first time when I was about 10 years old, and it fucking blew my mind. And that is why I decided to become a writer. Like I read Lord of the Rings and I sat down, I was like, I have to do this. Which is a large part of why so much of what I wrote when I was a kid was fantasy. So I was like, well, that's the thing. Yeah. It's the best. It's amazing. Yeah. And, for a long time, I read Lord of the Rings once a year, every year, probably until I was about 17 or 18, and the HSC got in the way, and then I had a job and life and all of that. And I was like, yeah, okay, like I've read this book so many times, I really need to do it every year. But I've read it, a few more times since then. So I've probably read Lord of the Rings more than 15 times. But every time, I don't know, like I've seen the movies also probably about 100 times. Yeah. Every time I sit down with it, I'm like, God, it's so good. I love it so much. And like, I know that people complain that it's like long-winded and it's overly descriptive, and like, I feel none of that when I'm reading it. Like it just feels it just seems to flow so nicely for me, and like probably because I just know it so well. But yeah, it's so good. I've read Return of the King on the plane, and I think like it was like a 24-hour flight. And I started it on the plane, I finished it on the plane. Like I read it in one sitting. I blasted that shit. And then I read the appendices, so because I'm a fucking nerd. Anyway, so it's not really a review, but what I have been reading is Lord of the Rings, and I love it so much, and it's an amazing book. And if you do like fantasy and you haven't read Lord of the Rings, then fucking get on it. Come on, guys. What are you doing? It is. It is the book that launched epic fantasy in the way that we know it today. And there are so many writers, and so much of the fantasy that we enjoy these days really takes a lot from Tolkien. Like he did it first, and bitches, you did it best. So, yeah, that's what I've been reading.
Cool.
There's no point giving me a review. It's 5 stars all the way down. I'm like,
Fair enough.
yeah, that's me.
Good. Cool. Nice.
Cool.
All right. Well, that's it for us.
Yep.
So you can reach out to us.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us if you've read Lord of the Rings or not.
Do not give me shit about Lord of the Rings. I don't want to hear about the Eagles. I don't want to hear about they should have had the ring on a piece of string dragging behind. I don't care. I don't want to hear your bullshit. If you have nice opinions about Lord of the Rings, then you can message us.
Okay. Luckily enough, I'm the one that reads the emails, so you just send whatever you want and I'll just feed the right ones to her. So you can email us at whatwewrotepod@gmail.com. At What We Wrote Podcast is our various social media handles. So that is Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Tumblr, and YouTube.
Yeah.
And on YouTube we have the whole
Episode.
In this episode you'll be privy to me. Was it this episode? No, it was the last episode that I went chasing Penny.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't think I had chased Penny in this one.
No, she's been very well behaved.
I'm suspicious of where she is, but anyway, she's probably doing something naughty. So yeah, you know, if you want to see that shit, watch the YouTube because we don't edit it.
And there was probably a few tangents I might edit out of the podcast in this episode. So check the YouTube if you want to see the
bonus content.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's it.
Yep.